In this problem, I need to determine whether the binomial x plus 5 is a factor of the polynomial x cubed plus 2x squared minus 13x plus 10. If it is a factor, then I need to factor the polynomial completely. So to help me solve this problem, I'm going to use the factor theorem that states for the polynomial f of x, if f of c equals 0, then x minus c is a factor of f of x. And if x minus c is a factor of f of x, then f of c equals 0. In our case, f of x is just the polynomial we're given. So it's x cubed plus 2x squared minus 13x plus 10. And we need to look at, is x plus 5 a factor of the polynomial? So this is the part of the factor theorem I'm going to be using. And I want to show that x plus 5 is a factor. So I'm going to have to find f of, be careful, is it going to be 5 or negative 5? Notice the sign here, I have x minus c, and here I have f of c. So the sign here and here are opposite. So I'm going to have to find f of negative 5. And if I can show it equals 0, then I know that x plus 5 is a factor of my polynomial. There are two different ways of figuring out f of negative 5. I could substitute negative 5 into here, and if f of negative 5 is a 0, I've proved that x plus 5 is a factor. But that will not help me completely factor the polynomial. However, if I use synthetic division, I divide f of x by x plus 5. If the remainder is 0, then I will land up with the quotient that will help me factor my polynomial. So I'm going to use synthetic division. In setting up synthetic division, what number goes in the box? It's c, so it's negative 5. And do I have any missing terms in f of x? No, I have x cubed, x squared, x, and a constant. So my coefficients are 1, 2, negative 13, and then my constant term of 10. Bring down the 1. And then negative 5 times 1, write the answer up here. So negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. Add these two numbers. Negative 5 added to 2 is negative 3. Now let's repeat the process. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. We write the answer here. Add negative 13 and 15, I get positive 2. Lastly, negative 5 times 2, write the answer here. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. What is 10 added to a negative 10? 0. Remember, this number is the remainder, and my quotient is right here. And by the remainder theorem, if I divide my polynomial by x plus 5, the remainder is the value of the function at negative 5. So I've just shown that f of negative 5 equals 0. Therefore, I know from that x plus 5 is a factor of my polynomial. So I can now write my polynomial as x plus 5 times my quotient that's here. Remember, I started out with an x cubed term. So this term is 1 degree less than this one. So here's my x squared term. Here's my x term. So my quotient is x squared minus 3x plus 2. The only thing left to do is factor this trinomial. It should be easy. The numbers are very small, so I'm going to do it by trial and error. So my polynomial is going to equal x plus 5. And what are my two other linear factors? Multiply to x squared I need an x and an x. Multiply to a positive, my signs have to be the same. If they add to a negative, they're both negative. Numbers that multiply to 2, well, I've only just got 1 and 2. Does that work? Yes. So here is my polynomial written in factored form.